Let's talk about getting more reviews. And this video is going to be a little different from this format. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to be, I may be reading to you a little bit on this. And the reason why is because how this came up was a thread on Facebook amongst real estate professionals. I was so sick and tired in December of 2020 of people posting. And in 1 week, I saw about 4 or 5 of these, and it just kind of got under my skin. People posting, hey, how are all you guys getting more reviews? How are you getting reviews? How's everybody increasing the amount of reviews that they're getting per transaction? Hey, can anybody tell me what your stats are as far as what percentage of your closings you're actually getting reviews on? Here's my question to you. How many reviews have you left in the last 2 weeks as an agent, as an admin, as an independent transaction coordinator, as a lender, as a closer, as anything? How many reviews have you left? I don't care how many you've received if you haven't left any. So that got under my skin. So I made a post and it went all over the place. And a lot of people ended up reaching out to me. And a lot of people cut, copied, and pasted and put it other places. A lot of people reached out to me and said, where's that post? And then they would cut, copy, and paste it. So let's just talk about this topic. The very first question I want us to ask ourselves, and I am way harder on myself about this than I'm being on you. I am saying this to you because this is what I say to myself. I have zero right to ask or even wonder about how am I getting more reviews if I'm not looking on every interaction and every transaction I have, whether it be as I was a lender, I was an agent, I was a broker, I was a transaction coordinator. Every single role I've done within this industry, let's be honest with ourselves, is when we go through those transactions, there are quite a few people that we interact with. We have the agents on the other side. We have admin on the other side. We have vendors on the other side, which could be the lender, it could be the closer, it could be attorneys, okay? Are we trying to say that we're the only ones who did a good job here? If the lender did a good job, I'm asking you, how many of the lenders that you did a transaction with last year, I don't care if you're the agent, and I don't care if you're the admin, I don't care if you're an independent transaction coordinator. If there were if there were lenders involved in the transaction, which we all know is not 100%, but it's certainly well over 90% of every transaction has a lender involved. It's not a cash transaction, that there's a lender involved. How many of those last year did you leave a review for? Okay. Now, I just talked to someone that was a transaction coordinator, and they said that they went ahead and they closed 372 or 74 transactions last year. I'd be willing to bet that 350 or more of those, if not 370 or more of those, had lenders on the other side. How many reviews did you leave for the lenders? Now, you may say a lot of those lenders didn't deserve reviews. I'm not saying you have to leave it for 370 of them, but you're telling me there weren't a dozen lenders that didn't do an amazing job. They were professional. They knew their business. They communicated well. You're telling me there isn't one? I'm not buying that. You as an agent, whether you are working on the listing side or the buy side, if there is a lender involved, are you trying to tell me that there weren't 1, 2, 3, a dozen lenders that you ran into last year that didn't deserve some praise, a pat on the back? You're telling me there are no closers, there are no attorneys. How many reviews, and I literally ask this of myself, it's never how many did I give last year, it's how many did I give last week? And the goal is no week goes by that I don't give at least 2 reviews. No week goes by without 2 reviews. Now, here's another part of the reviews. To me, you don't just leave reviews where you want to leave. How about reaching out to them and letting them know that you want to leave them a review? Sometimes they love that as much, just hearing from you. It's humbling for them. Hey, by the way, you did an amazing job. I can't believe, number one, that you got this thing done. I can't believe how well you did it. I can't believe your communication was awesome. I'd like to leave you a review. So here's my question for you. If I'm going to leave you a review, where would you like me to leave that? Do you want it on Facebook? Do you have something on your site I could do that? Would you like it in Google? Would you like it on Yelp? Where would you like me to leave the review? Zillow? Here's the deal is, ask them where they would like to leave the review. What does that also do? Now let's get to the question that you were asking, or I was asking, or anybody was asking. How do I get more reviews? If you want more reviews, create a culture of giving reviews. Be known as the team. Be known as the guy. Be known as the gal that pours praise out every time it is earned. So here's the deal is, I ask them, by the way, I compliment them, tell them what I loved about them, tell them I'd like to actually put that in a review and post it. Where would you like that review posted? A lot of times, what are they going to do? They're going to thank you and say, you know what? I'd love to leave you a review too. Where would you like yours posted? And tell them. Now, let's take this to the next level. So the first point is that don't ask how you can get more reviews. Figure out how many you can give and set a goal for 2 reviews per week. You can't tell me that you don't talk to at least 2 different vendors, 2 professionals. And here's the beautiful thing. They don't even all have to be involved in your transactions. You get in the habit of creating a culture within yourself that you give reviews. You go to a restaurant, you go to a coffee shop, someone gives you service that's over the top. Leave them a review. Get used to doing it. Make it who you are. Make it part of your internal soul, your internal self, your authentic you. Go out and give reviews. You'll be more likely to do it in work if it's just part of your personal life. Now, a lot of people have heard me say, who I am sometimes is who I am all the time. Don't separate your work from your life as far as who you are as a human being. I get separating your personal from your professional. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about who we are as a human being. Start leaving reviews in your personal life. You'll start to naturally start doing it in your professional life too. And you can ask them, where would you like me to leave the review? A lot of times they're going to ask you, where would you like me to leave a review? So that was kind of the first thing. The second thing is this. Did you notice? I didn't even start with the customers. Okay. In this industry, we deal with a lot of professionals. We deal with closers and title companies and lenders. What about the inspectors? Okay. I mean, I can go on and on and on with all the different people that we deal with. But here's the thing is the next thing. If I talk to a lender and they've been amazing, I told them I want to leave them a review. What about the agent on the other side of the transaction? I could even do that. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with my client, hey, by the way, I'm so glad that this went well, and I want to let you know that I actually reached out to the lender. And I'm using the lender as an example here, but I could use co-op agent or any other role, okay? I wanted to let you know that I reached out to the lender because I was so impressed with the work that they did, and I told them that I was going to leave them a review. So I just asked them, where would they like me to leave it? And they told me they like it on their Facebook page or wherever the answer is. And I tell my clients this, okay? If you wanted to, you don't have to, but I wanted to let you know, I thought they did just an amazing job. If you want to leave them a review, you could certainly do it. The loan officer's name was this, his company was this, and I'm going to send you in an email where his name, company name, and what a link to where he would like any reviews sent. Okay. He may end up sending one back to me. He asked me and I said, I love mine on Facebook. So I'm letting my clients know where they wanted it. I'm letting them know that I have a culture of giving feedback, positive feedback and reviews when it's deserved and it's earned. How more likely when you create the environment you create, I'm going to use the word culture over and over and over again, create a culture of giving reviews, and that starts with you. Then you can share that with your clients that you are leaving 2 reviews on this transaction because you thought there were 2 people that did an amazing job, the other agent, the lender, maybe the closer or attorney, and here's where they would like those reviews. I tend to like them on Facebook, or I tend to wherever your answer is, and then just tell them that. It's amazing how many reviews that you can gain. Now you're done with the transaction. How many reviews? How do I get my reviews up? How about getting reviews? You get 1 or 2 or 3 reviews from the vendors and you get a review from your client. Do you realize you can get 2, 3, and 4, and 5 reviews just off of 1 transaction? That's what you can get. What are you going to give? What are you going to give? Start practicing this in real time in your life. Look at what's happening in your day-to-day life. Coffee shops, restaurants, we can go on and on and on. With all the people we do business with. Someone comes in for a repair, handyman, anything. Ask them, where would you like to leave a review? And here are the 3 things that I wanted to point out that I was so impressed that you did. Where would you like me to leave your review? You will get in the habit. You will create a culture within yourself. And then who you are sometimes is who you are all the time. You should be able to bring that to your professional life, create a culture around giving reviews within your business, because it's just who you are and what you do, and you're purposeful about it. You're not just randomly leaving reviews. You're asking where they would like it. You would be amazed at what happens when all you focus on is giving the reviews in a way that they are being honored. It's amazing what you'll get back. Stop focusing on how do I get more reviews. Focus on how do you give more reviews. Then share that with other people so that other people could give those people that deserve the reviews as well. And it's amazing what might happen to the volume of reviews that you receive. Maybe a different way of thinking about it, but stop looking at how to grow your reviews, grow everybody else's, create that culture. Have an awesome day. Take care, guys.